Wednesday of the 15th week in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the book of Exodus. Moses was tending the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian. Leading the flock across the desert, he came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There an angel of the Lord appeared to him in fire, flaming out of a bush. As he looked on, he was surprised to see that the bush, though on fire, was not consumed. So Moses decided, I must go over to look at this remarkable sight and see why the bush is not burned. When the Lord saw him coming over to look at it more closely, God called out to him from the bush, Moses, Moses. He answered, Here I am. God said, Come no nearer. Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. I am the God of your father. He continued, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. The cry of the children of Israel has reached me, and I have truly noted that the Egyptians are oppressing them. Come now, I will send you to Pharaoh to lead my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. But Moses said to God, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and lead the children of Israel out of Egypt? He answered, I will be with you, and this shall be your proof that it is I who have sent you. When you bring my people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this very mountain. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, The Lord is kind and merciful. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all my being, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. The Lord is kind and merciful. He pardons all your iniquities. He heals all your ills. He redeems your life from destruction. He crowns you with kindness and compassion. The Lord is kind and merciful. The Lord secures justice and the rights of all the oppressed. He has made known his ways to Moses and his deeds to the children of Israel. The Lord is kind and merciful.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus exclaimed, I give praise to you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, for although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to the childlike. Yes, Father, such has been your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wishes to reveal him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Wednesday of the 15th week in Ordinary Time. The first reading comes from Exodus 3, 1-6 and 9-12. Moses has fled from Pharaoh, and he went into the desert. He married one of the daughters of Jethro, and now Jethro has him tending his flock near Horeb, the mountain of God. Now the mountain of God in certain passages is called Sinai, in other passages it's called Horeb. He sees a bush that's burning but is not consumed by the fire, so he goes closer to see what's going on. But when he gets there, he's told to take off his sandals because this is holy ground. This is typical of a reaction to the holy. One part of our reaction is we want to draw nearer, we want to see what's going on. But the other part is a sense of fear, that we recognize something very great is going on, and we recognize our littleness, our smallness in front of this glory. We are drawn to it, and yet we're filled with a sense of terror. Well, the burning bush is a revelation of God's presence, and God identifies himself as the God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, the God of the patriarchs. But God has not only been the God of the Israelite people in the past, he's also listened to their difficulties, and he's sending Moses to set the people free. So God is a God who listens, a God who cares for his people. Moses says, Who am I to go to the great Pharaoh and tell him to let the people go free? Moses is afraid because he recognizes his littleness. But that very humility allows him to be a vessel of the message of God, because it'll be God he's proclaiming and not himself. Those who go proclaiming the word of God in an arrogant way are really proclaiming themselves. Those who recognize that they're sinful, that they're humble, that they don't have all the answers, can easily proclaim God's message. And that's something we hear again in the Gospel, Matthew 11:25-27. Jesus praises the Father because the secrets of God have been revealed to the little ones. The little ones are not filled with themselves. They recognize that they don't have the answers, and therefore when the wisdom of God comes along, they can embrace it in a simple way. They don't have to figure it all out. They don't have to approach it in an analytic way. They have faith because they know how to trust. The ones who are rich, whether it be physical possessions or intelligence or talents, they have a more difficult time accepting the message of God because they're self-sufficient. They think they control their own destiny. In a sense, they think they are their own gods. Whereas the little ones are the ones who recognize that God is God, and they're called to embrace that message. Now, in the Gospel of Luke, these little ones are called the Anoim, the poor ones of Yahweh. They're the ones who recognize that but for the grace of God, they won't make it. And so they hold on to God for dear life, because He is the source of their life. And may God bless us.